Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this Assa Abloy Academy virtual training session, Understanding the Rite Door and Rite Slide products with our specialty door team. This session should last about 40 to 45 minutes. During the session, your lines will be muted. However, you can use the raise your hand icon under the reactions tab at the bottom of the screen, and we will answer your questions at the end of the sessions. We will have plenty of time at the end of the session to answer all of the questions. The session is being recorded and will be available to view in about 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you will also receive an email from Zoom showing your proof of attendance of this class if you are going to be submitting to one of our industry association partners for continuing education credits. We use the email form versus an actual certificate of completion for these 1-hour trainings. In addition, the Academy has about 50 online courses that are also available to you at no cost. To get started, simply create an Assa Abloy Academy account and beginning learning at your own pace. Let's turn things over to the specialty team. Welcome, Howard and Jen.
Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate it, and welcome everybody. Thank you for having us, and excited to talk about Rite Door and Rite Slide. Next slide, please. So first, before we do a deep dive into Rite Door and Rite Slide, just going to give a quick overview of our team and really our overall responsibilities. Again, my name is Howard Schreier. I am General Manager of Specialty and Integrated Solutions. I've got Jen Manning on the line as well, who's a product manager for the Integrated Solutions, but she's much more than that. She really does an incredible job in expanding and maintaining our capabilities when it comes to integrated solutions, which again is Rite Door and Rite Slide. Our team is made up of 20 individuals. Our overall goal is to oversee the sales and technical support of all the specialty products, which are STC, bullet blast, lead line, stainless steel, and so forth, as well as the integrated solutions, which are Rite Door and Rite Slide. So we oversee the sales and technical support of all of these products that are sold throughout the Assa Abloy Door Group. There is a tremendous amount of technical expertise on our team. Between the 20 of us, we have roughly over 275 years of technical expertise. So not only do we understand the products, we understand the market that these products are sold within. Something I always like to talk about is our project management and shop drawing capabilities. We've got 6 project managers on staff that all they do all day long is complete shop drawings. So we offer this service at no additional charge to the project. Obviously, we know that our customers may have robust engineering systems, but when it comes to specialty and integrated solutions, oftentimes it's a bit intimidating. They don't want to take on the liability. So again, we offer that service at no additional charge to the project. And then finally, research and development, R&D. Being a part of Assa Abloy, it's really all about innovation. So we take this very serious. We are at the lab on a consistent basis, really on a monthly basis, either expanding our product lines or adding new products to our overall product line. Obviously, had a hiccup in 2020, but we're off to a pretty ferocious start in 21 in getting to that lab on a consistent basis. So again, R&D is something that we really take very serious. Next slide. And then finally, before I turn it over to Jen, who will take us through the deep dive, this is just a snapshot of our team, just so you can see the how robust we are. We've got 4 estimators adding resources to this team within the next couple of weeks. Project management, we've got 4 that handle specialty products and 2 that handle integrated solutions. We're adding more resource to this team within the next 30 days. And finally, customer experience, which is something that we, again, take very serious. Just to highlight a couple people within this section, Amy Hankins and Teresa Brown, they make up our customer service team They split the country accordingly. And it's all about responding to customers, architects, and users in a timely manner. And again, they do a real fabulous job in making that happen. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Jen Manning, who again will walk us first through Rite Door and then Rite Slide. We'll leave it open for questions once she has completed Rite Door, and then obviously do the same thing after she completes Rite Slide. So with that, Jen, it's all yours.
Okay, good morning and welcome to our training / session on understanding integrated openings. So the first thing I want to do is give you a definition of an integrated opening solution. Typically, it's a door opening combining the door, factory, or factory installed, authorized, installed operating hardware and hanging mechanisms, furnished with frame as defined by door assembly manufacturer specifications and other hardware accessories required to complete the door opening. Note that currently we only have a swinging door standard for ANSI BHMA, and the sliding door standard is currently in development as of 2020. So it's important to understand what an integrated opening solution is, so that you can differentiate between a swinging and sliding door as these new products start to come to market. Okay, so integrated openings in vertical markets, where can they be used? Typically, it seems like the #1 vertical market is healthcare. Then you get into senior living, K through 12, college, universities, hospitality, offices. Rite Door is used in government. We haven't had a chance to use Rite Slide yet in that area. But multi-resident, mixed use, and entertainment and assembly. So as you can see, these solutions can be used in a variety of vertical markets across the construction industry. So first, we're going to kick it off with Rite Door. So what is Rite Door? Rite Door is an integrated commercial door system. It's a swinging door system that meets all fire and safety regulations. It's easy to install and enhances a building's design. An integrated opening consisting of a door frame and hardware, all pre-installed. It includes an inset exit device or some type of device that is a top latching type hardware. It is a complete package and it's ready for installation and it's easy to install. So when I talk about the top latching, this is one of the Rite Door features and benefits. It allows each door to operate independently. So you don't need a coordinator, a door coordinator, or an astragal. Fire rating requires no overlapping astragal, eliminating the need for that coordinator, as I stated. Typical doors, frames, and hardware cannot provide this solution. The backbone of Rite Door, when we're talking about this, we usually talk about our continuous hinge and the inset exit device. So this is a competitive advantage for Rite Door. A wide selection of hinges ensures complete alignment between the door and frame. So our standard hinge that we offer with this solution is a continuous hinge. It ensures a smooth maintenance-free operation for hold open or high traffic cycling. Available prep for continuous hinges, standard hinges, pivots, which are also supplied by others. The Rite Door comes standard with fiber reinforced polymer bearings, also known as medical bearings. These self-lubricating patent bearings are highly resistant to wear, resulting in longer life. They exceed the ANSI BHMA Grade 1 requirements, are uniquely designed to eliminate black dust and provide clean, quiet operation required in healthcare, institutional, and commercial facilities. And that's really important when we're talking about cleanliness within a building, is the prevention of that black dust. So you're reducing the amount of cleaning and you're also reducing the wear and tear on the product itself. Another Rite Door feature and benefit. So like one of our main features is this recess X device. It requires no auto door bottom or require no bottom, bottom rod. This is typically on a hollow metal door. It's a low profile 3/8 inch projection from face of door. Can also be dogged down to a 1/8 inch projection. And as you can see there in that picture, it almost sits flush with the face of the door. It's available in many different finishes, so including custom color matching if it's required. And the X device meets the ADA guidelines for opening force, with the current exception of California 5-pound maximum force to exit. However, we are in the process of retesting this, and it seems like we have met this requirement. So we'll have that certification in ANSI BHMA here shortly within this year. Electrification options. So we have options such as the silent electrification, motorized latch retraction. We used to call it SC. We have a new prefix for that now. The monitoring switches or request to exit. We also have electric dogging. And then we use a power transfer and a power supply that is typically supplied with this type of opening. Rite door and retrofit solutions. This is something that is used on a consistent basis. It upgrades the existing doors that may be outdated, damaged, or no longer work as intended out in the field. The retrofit doors also are installed over the existing frame, reducing the amount of time down in repairing the opening within the facility. This is proven to be a smart way to replace doors at a lower cost, allowing for immediate improvements to security, functionality, and visual appeal. The target is chief engineering or facilities engineering. We usually talk with them and say, how can we improve your building's design and establish a relationship with usually have an established relationship with the facilities manager. They typically know the codes and will be responsible for equipment performance and life cycle costs. The common applications for Rite door are cross corridor, elevator cabs, smoke barrier, areas of assembly, and stairwell. So some of our opportunities that we see is the Rite door provides a more attractive solution for the 180-degree elevator lobby fire curtain requirement, and it's also less expensive. As you can see here, there is a picture showing these plastic curtains coming down. The Rite door is a recessed product that actually eliminates the need for that type of unsightly curtain that you would typically find in an opening such as an elevator lobby. Also, stairwells are frequently overlooked as application for Rite door. This is really nice because it blends in with the surroundings and you have that recessed exit device as well. So some of the key advantages of Rite door: it meets ANSI BHMA 156.32 integrated door opening assemblies. Pre-installed, pre-tested hardware ensures life safety and fire code compliance. It also meets ADA requirements. So what's important about the pre-installed hardware? It reduces field installation time and labor costs, reduces exposure to shrink and diversion. It aligns accurately and installs easily. No certification or service contract is required, unlike other competitive offerings that are out in the market today. It's easy to specify and order. It's also now in ASA ABLOY opening studios, and see the new interactive quote and order form in the partner area of ritedoor.com. If you're not able to find that, please feel free to contact me. Another key advantage of Rite door is the multitude of product options. You get a wide range of finishes and hardware for architects and design. We have a hollow metal door. We're currently working on a wood door or wood veneer type application. Also HPL stainless steel and stainable steel. Our doors can be pocketed doors with inset hardware for clean sight lines, clear openings, and code compliance. Also, we have lever by lever with designer type levers. So if you check out the ASA ABLOY decal levers, we can take those levers and include them in with any type of trim or the lever by lever option. We also have the push by pull or the pull by inset exit device type of combination as well. We're also Green Guard certified and LEED qualifying. It helps to achieve prerequisites and accumulate points. It's also low emission coatings and finishes will not impact indoor air quality. The functionality of the Rite door, it's a real working assembly with regular frame and regular hinges that can be operated. So it's not anything really special other than the fact that we provide this complete opening that's tested as one unit. You don't have to worry about, if you're contacting the factory on what component might be failing. We take care of all of that. But we have proven the durability, excellent performance as far as this product is concerned in healthcare and commercial applications. The operatable trim and lever by lever offerings, both doors can be active using regular lever by lever rather than having an inactive door that must remain fixed. We also have code superiority. Rite Door excels at a large door application versus the competition. Please also keep in mind that our doors, when we tested our doors, not only for ANSI BHMA, but any type of cycle testing that's required, but we also tested our doors within a fire test as a complete unit. We didn't just test each component separately. The durability, we have a robust design, construction, proven track record of long-term performance. We also have been selected as replacement for competitive integrated door systems such as Total Door and Syntegra. The aesthetics, it's simple, more attractive option, wide range of options, which is like the flush mounted, pocketed, levers, finishes, etc. Some of the other value propositions is it's a peace of mind. It's tested and certified as a complete unit, not as individual components. Complies with life safety and ADA and fire codes. Clear opening, best in market, meets stringent California healthcare standards. One-stop shop, as I stated before, it's a single point of accountability and support. Design breadth, broad array of finish choices, and life cycle cost. It's cheap to keep is what has been stated out in the market. It's robust and designed for daily use. Standard doors, frames, and hardware cannot provide this solution. So getting to Rite Slide, which is our new product that we have offered to the market within the last year. So the Rite Slide is an integrated barn sliding door system comprised of aluminum frame, track, and wood door, sliding door track, and hardware components and operational hardware. Ooh, that's
hey, Jen, I just wanted to just quickly say something, because I know that we wanted to open it up to see if there are any questions on Rite Door after completing those slides. So before we dig into Rite Slide, did anyone have any questions at all when it comes to Rite Door? We'll be happy to assist.
Well, as you said, Howard, I got a couple.
What's that, Jeff?
I said I have a couple.
Okay.
Where are we at on the wood door?
We're currently in the testing. We're currently in the testing phase of the wood door to be able to roll it back out to the market by the end of the year.
Okay, so we have a product. We're just in testing phase. That's good.
Yeah, for fire ratings, that is. Obviously.
Right.
Yep.
We can provide a non-fire rated door. We're just in the process of testing for the updated fire rating required based off the core.
Okay. The motorized latch retraction, is that a motorized? Is it any power supply, or does it have a proprietary power supply?
It has a proprietary power supply provided by us. Typically, what we're starting to see is we get really leery about using other types of power supplies in the market. Not to say that it can't be done, but as I stated before, we test this as a complete assembly. So we tested this with our power supply to ensure that it would work correctly.
Great. Thank you. Alrighty, Jen, back to you. Rite Slide.
Okay, so now we're going to get into our sliding door assembly. As I stated before, this is our newest introduction to the market for the integrated assemblies. So what is Rite Slide? Again, it's an integrated barn sliding door system comprised of the aluminum frame and track. It also includes a wood door, and it includes sliding door track and hardware components and operational hardware. This is offered through ASSA ABLOY Service Center in two series. We have non-acoustic and we have acoustically rated. Although only the acoustically rated series comes with an STC rating, both were developed to control sound and are ideal for applications where privacy matters. So we're talking about like light mitigation. Since this door, when it shuts, it seals all the way around. So even though it might not be acoustically rated, it will actually control the sound and any type of light as well. Typically, where we're going to see these doors is in medical exam and patient rooms, single occupancy offices, hospitality, and small meeting rooms. Also, if you go to the Rite Slide website, there is a 3D animation of operation if you're curious as to how this works. So the Rite Slide features and benefits. The first feature is the aluminum frame. The benefits of this is The frame is comprised of various parts that install together to create a cased opening frame with receiver channel and sliding door track. So all these components, they link together. They're not separate. There's no kind of guesswork as to where the location of this track is going to fit. The frame wraps throats drywall partition. It's attached with screws through the faces of the frame. Then the screws are covered with a 1.5 inch flush trim where visible. So it has that low profile, sleek look that is being looked for in the market today. The frame profiles accommodate a 4 7/8 inch, a 5 1/4, a 5 1/2, and a 7 1/4 wall thickness. For other sizes, see overcoming obstacles, meaning that we can provide other wall sizes, but it's going to take more time and the cost is going to increase. The fascia covers the front of the track, concealing sliding hardware components, and is available in 3 options: square, round, or chamfered. So this adds that unique look that people may be looking for a more decorative option other than just this square fascia. The frame is available in clear anodized, which is a standard offering, or in custom color upon request, with or without scribe. And what scribe is it's a 2-inch excess length on the vertical components to account for floor variances so that this can be trimmed in the field. And as you can see off to the side here, it shows our frame finish, as I stated, clear anodized or custom paint. We do have white, black, and a bronze finishes as well. And also you can also see the fascia profiles as to what the square looks like, the round and the chamfered in comparison. So wood doors, pretty much everybody in the industry is familiar with wood doors. Ours come in 2 different types of core types. The particle core is for non-acoustical series and the engineered core is for acoustically rated series. However, if you are requesting a full light within a door, we're going to recommend that you go with an engineered core just for that extra integrity within the door. Wood doors are available in 11 standard species and 6 standard finishes. However, we are expanding on this, so there will be some changes coming to the market for Rite Slide and our literature. Other species and finishes are available upon request. Lights and louvers are available through the factory as well, and these are factory installed. Typically, what we offer is a 1/4 inch clear tempered glass. If you have another type of glass type, you just reach out to us and ask us, and we'll see if we can accommodate it. In addition to that, flush molding is only available square or beveled. And the reason why is if you're going to have anything protruding from the door on a sliding door type application, you risk having it run into the frame or the wall. And we don't want to end up wrecking the door or the wall within a facility. The sound degradation occurs also with glazing. So the assembly may not meet the ratings tested. And that is anytime you start taking material out of the door, your STC rating is going to decline. And on these doors, the square edges only, there is no bevel or radius as well. Operational hardware. So we offer a wide array of operational hardware for this product. We have available with pulls only, or pulls with a deadlock. The deadlock is the 5300 series. It comes with a privacy with an emergency release, or it's an entry with a single cylinder, and the cylinder is supplied by others. We do not get into the keying aspect or keying type schedules for doors, for these doors. So the cylinder will need to be supplied by other. The pulls can be either single or back-to-back. We have 3 different standard pull sizes. However, if there's a pull size that you're looking for that we may be able to accommodate, please reach out to us. We might be able to help you with this. Deadlocks, as I stated before, the 2 different types, which is our 5300 series. The operational hardware, to expand on this a little bit more, we have our mortise lock. We have 2 different types of mortise lock. We have a mortise lock with an emergency type release, which is our 9500 series, but our most popular is the 9600 series, which is a self-latching. So this means that when the door shuts, the latch on the mortise lock automatically engages with the strike. Both the inside and the outside levers are operational. It comes in 5 different types of functions. We have the passage, the privacy with the emergency release, an entry with a single cylinder, which that cylinder is supplied by others, a classroom with single cylinder, and a storeroom type. There are 5 lever type / trim options. As you can see, they're listed here: the Aurora, the Sunrise, the Frankfurt, the Munich, and the Twilight. Satin stainless finish is standard with custom color match available upon request. And we also have micro shield available for these products as well, only on the satin stainless steel. The standard accessories that come with this assembly are, we have 2 different types of seal sets depending on the type of application that you have. So the non-acoustic series utilizes a combination of piled brush and silicone gasketing, and the acoustically rated series utilize only the silicone gasketing. The Intract hardware, this is for both the non-acoustic and the acoustically rated. We have a really robust hanger body system that's rated for doors up to 550 pounds. Also included is Intract stops. It's very important that these Intract stops are being used. If they are not used, you risk damaging the components with the assembly. So make sure that when this is installed, that those Intract stops are installed as well. We also have the 2 soft close, soft open devices that are included in with this assembly as well. Installed in the door, we have the 2 hanger mounting plates. We have an activator stud that interacts with the soft close devices. And what I mean by that is our soft close devices are not attached to our hanger bodies. They sit separately. So then that way you don't have to remove the door in order to change out the soft close mechanisms. It's just ease of installation and ease of maintenance. And we've gotten a lot of positive reviews for this. The fully mortise automatic door bottom with an integral channel for bottom door guide. The acoustically rated series utilizes some different seals, so we'll have 2 different auto door bottoms. And then the bottom door guide mounts to the face of the frame at the floor, so it doesn't sit underneath the trim of the frame, and it doesn't sit or is not mounted onto the floor. So it provides that adjustability that people are looking for in the field. Wall construction, this is really important when we're talking about Rite slide. It's imperative that the wall is constructed plumb and square and level, and the floor is free from height variances. If you are not sure if your floor is going to have those height variances, you may want to order the vertical pieces with that scribe that we talked about earlier. The walls and floors should be closely checked prior to the installation of the Rite slide. Any discrepancy can result in an improper fit and operation, which is something that we do see occasionally out in the field. Refer to Rite slide wall construction and sizing guide. This can be found on our website underneath our literature. It provides important size information, shows where blocking is required to support the track, and it's really important that you get this into the general contractor's hand as early as possible before the project starts to take shape. Also, the size and handing information. So customers can provide us with 4 different types of options for openings. You can provide us with a finish opening, an egress opening, a rough opening, or a net door size, and we will accommodate whatever it is that you need, and we'll advise you as to what size you're going to get. We also provide this information on our shop drawings. So just to touch base with egress openings, with standard installation, Rite slide will protrude into the finished opening by 4.5 inches, providing access to hardware from either side of the door. And this is really important when we're talking about ADA compliance. Sliding door swing designations differ from company to company. The Rite slide has created a simple handing chart to clarify when ordering and installing. So it's really important to provide us with that handing of the hardware or the opening that you're going to use, because a left-hand reverse may be true as a right-hand reverse door on a swinging door, but when you're talking about a sliding door, it's going to, depending on the type of hardware that you're using, it could actually vary the door prep and how that hardware is going to function once it's applied in that opening in the field. So it's really important to provide us with that handing on that opening. Rite slide test methods and standards. So when we're talking about STC, we are the only product out there that has had a third-party testing and certification within the market. So we tested to ASTM E90, which is a standard test method for laboratory measurements of airborne sound transmission loss of building partitions and elements. Right slide acoustically rated STC 34 series was tested sealed in place. The ASTM E1332, which is a standard classification for rating outdoor-indoor sound attenuation. We also tested to UL 1784 standard for air leakage test of door assemblies and other opening protectives. This gives us our 20-minute smoke and draft, not a 20-minute fire rating. Also, these assemblies have been cycle tested up to 100,000 cycles, but we could have still kept going with this product even after 100,000 cycles. We just stopped at 100,000 cycles because that's what was recommended or needed for an ANSI BHMA 156.14 grade 1 type series. So I want to explain a little bit of sound rating explained and why it's important that the sound transmission class of a third-party certification is important when we're talking about STC, NIC rating, and ASTC ratings. So STC ratings are laboratory tested. It's an integer rating of how well a building partition attenuates airborne sound, widely used to rate interior partitions, ceilings, and floors, doors, windows, and exterior wall configurations. When we're talking about noise isolation class, this is typically field tested. It measures the sound isolation between two spaces under consideration, takes into account the acoustic properties of two rooms being compared, not just the partition. So you could get different levels of performance with an NIC depending on what's inside the room, how big the room is, and what is in between those rooms as far as the wall thickness. When you're talking about a STC rating, that's looking at the partition itself. So it's actually more robust to go with an STC sound transmission class certification versus an NIC. And then there's also the ASTC apparent sound transmission class. It's field tested. Test the partition alone, not influenced by other acoustic properties in the source and receiving rooms. It's ideal for diagnosing flanking or sound leakage. It's more complex and time-consuming than NIC, which translate to a more expensive testing in the field. So what are some of the key advantages of Rite Slide? It's sound tested at an independent acoustic laboratory in accordance to ASTM E90. It's the only solution in the market that has this. Although this is a new product for us, we have years of experience in test labs and designing for sound rated products. It's a robust design. The track, wall mount bracket, and hanger roller assembly, much more robust than other solutions in the market. The strength of the system and anchoring does not require heavy gauge studs in the wall for wall construction. ASSA ABLOY unlimited product support. In addition, we offer in-field support for product installation and troubleshooting that does not require a service contract or an agreement. We also have, our product is also warranted without a contract service agreement as well. The ease of installation, this was a big impact within the market. It's faster. A two-person crew installs 2 AD systems per day. We can install 4 to 5 Rite Slide per day. It does not require field-trained installers. The built app provides a 3D interactive step-by-step instruction digitally, which has been also positively received. We also have a patent-pending 3-axis adjustability that accounts for imperfect field condition. The hanger and roller assemblies up or down, and the hanger or roller assembly also can be adjusted towards or away from the wall, and the door guide can be adjusted towards or away from the wall. So it allows for that seeking that perfect fit within that opening without any type of constraints on the door or the frame as the door is opening and closing. So when we're talking about overcoming obstacles, which was mentioned earlier in this training, the other solutions in the market, NIC test and other acoustic rating claims. Rite Slide is the only product in the market that has a third-party laboratory test report. While we can also get an NIC test on installed system, field tests can vary greatly from opening to opening. Competition does not have the documentation to back up their claim. We were late to the party. That's okay. Sometimes it's good to be late to the party. With industry leading brands providing high performing door opening solutions for over 60 years, ASSA ABLOY Rite Slide offers a sliding door alternative with a level of expertise you're looking for in acoustical application. ASSA ABLOY also has many years of experience designing and testing sound rated door systems, including oversized sliding doors for industrial applications with an STC 54 rating. Use our reputation as industry leader in door solutions. So, ASSA ABLOY does have that great reputation in the field. The competition has features we don't yet. Rite Slide is continuing to develop which generation plans. We're currently working on other solutions as we speak. Let us know if you come across something that is not available but required on a project. We may be able to accommodate you, and we might have it in development and can provide it in time for a project that is in the planning stages. Non-standard wall thicknesses, as previously mentioned, contractors can sub out a wall at the opening in a size that Rite Slide accommodates, or we can also provide setting channels that can be mounted to finished drywall openings and allow frames to mount to them. If there is a floor variance greater than an 1/8 inch, floors should be floated where door slides open and close to ensure a level surface. If this is not an option, measure the opening height from the high point of the floor to the opening size to ensure door does not drag. Though the automatic door bottom may not seal properly, that is something to keep in mind. Soft close device failures. Soft close devices wear out over time and need to be replaced. They may stop cycling fully, which requires an additional push to shut the door completely, or the catch may wear out and no longer soften the closing force. Unlike competitors, Rite Slide soft close devices are not integral to the rollers, meaning they're not attached to that roller body, which allows for easy replacement without removing the door from the opening. The pull force, so California Building Code door and gate opening force, sliding or folding doors 5 pounds maximum. These forces do not apply to the force required to retract the latch bolts or disengage from other devices that hold the door or gate in a closed position, i.e. soft close opening mechanisms. The test samples determined Rite Slide 80 systems and Serenity range between 8 to 15 and are all comparable for that disengagement force. The additional force to open is needed to disengage soft close devices. It's also covered in that building code note as well. Rite Slide has been proven that once that disengagement force is overcome, we do comply with that 5 pound opening force at about 3 to 4 pounds. And that is our Rite Slide.
In addition, you went through a few pages of the key advantages, and it were great. But in addition to that, obviously, I think what's really important to mention is not only do we have the support in the field with basically 23 sales offices where anyone can get to a job site at a moment's notice. We also have a field tech that we have been sending all over the country on sizable projects, really just oversee the installation, not to actually do the installation, but to come out for a couple of days and verify that the install is going well. And he also acts as sort of the go-between or the in-between between the installation crew and us in the offices. So rather than having to send emails and try to get answers to questions, he's got a tremendous amount of expertise when it comes to Rite Slide and can answer questions easily in the field. So that's been a really key advantage of sending our field tech again to job sites with sizable quantities. And he's always gotten a obviously warm welcome and has done a fantastic job for us to verify that everything is being installed correctly. So just wanted to add that to the additional of the key advantages. But with that, again, we can open it up to any questions that anyone has when it comes to Rite Slide.
question. Do you have a fire rated option on the horizon? Something comparable to AD systems?
Yes, we're in the process of working on that development.
Great.
On the roadmap. So it is, but yeah, we're seeing lots of requests, or at least quote requests, that come in with fire rating requests. So it's something that we're obviously paying attention to and working on as
we're being, as we're developing it, the one thing that we are taking note of is we have been talking with different contractors and facility managers within the market. And one of the things that has been brought to our attention is the concern of the closing speed on the current mechanical closers in the market. In addition to that, the soft close mechanisms being able to be used within a fire assembly. It's been proven that soft close mechanisms, once it's been put through a fire test, they become projectile missiles. So we're looking at overcoming that issue, as well as looking at finding a mechanical closer with the ability to adjust the closing speed to allow for patients that might be elderly or might have a disability to be able to transition from inside the room to the hallway without being caught in between the door and the frame.
Any other questions?
Is the soft close, soft open a standard feature, or is that something that's optional?
It's a standard feature. You
No,
don't.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You don't need to if you decide that you don't want to use the soft close within the assembly. You don't have to install them, but it is part of the standard feature of the Rite slide system.
I also have, how close are you guys to being able to offer a lead line door?
Depending, we do have the ability to support that door. My concern at this point is the soft close mechanism. If it's required within the assembly, it could pose an issue as far as the disengagement force being too heavy. But I could see it if somebody decides that they don't want to use a soft close mechanism. They could potentially put a lead line door in our assembly today because of how robust our system is.
So do you currently offer the lead line, or?
Not at this time, but like I said, it's a case-by-case basis. Feel free to reach out to our team and we can talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's our wood door supplier obviously provides lead line doors. It's just about getting the assembly to withstand the weight of that door.
Okay. All right, I'll have to call on that one because I currently have an order with a couple of these, and one of them is lead lined, and I already sent the order in, and I was just told that I would be giving the machining sheets so I could order the lead line door along with the rest of the wood doors on the job. I didn't know whether the weight was a concern, but it seems like
do you know the offhand the thickness of lead being used?
1/16.
Okay. And you say you have an order in-house with that?
Yes, yes.
Do you know what the order name, you know what the job name is, so I can?
Yes, I actually could give you my PO number. I know I just got an acknowledgement, I think today, and it has an order number. But the job name is Good Samaritan Hospital.
Good, that's all I needed. I'll dig into as soon as we're done here and verify we're all on the same page and circle back with you or someone within your company just to again make sure we're on the same page. Okay.
You might have even been copied on, I think, on the response.
Yeah, I think I'm copied on everything these days.
Okay.
But I will definitely, I'll look into that right away for you.
There was something else that just came through to me regarding a 20-minute smoke and draft. This is a misconception and we will correct that. But we do have smoke and draft capabilities with the Rite slide. So I'm going to remove the 20-minute because it's either a 20-minute type application or it's a smoke and draft type application. So our assembly is smoke and draft. So please disregard the 20-minute verbiage within this with the new slides.
Is it just wood doors or are there a hollow metal option?
We do not have hollow metal at this time as an option. We are also working on the option of an aluminum door.
Any other questions? All right. Well, again, thank you very much for letting us present Rite Door and Rite Slide. Very exciting 2 products for us when it comes to integrated solutions. So again, thank you. And I know that this session is being recorded. So for anyone that wasn't able to attend, they can easily download the session. But with that, I can turn it back over to you, Tom, and take us home.
Howard, I believe you said everything that needs to be said. Again, we'd like to thank everyone for your time and participation today and hope to see you on a future session. Have a great day.
Thank you.